Well, the answer is very clear, it's no. That's been investigated for 30 or more years. There have been numerous studies looking at the comparison between sweet taste preferences of normal weight people and obese people, and again there's no difference between those two. So that's very clear. That work started out in the 70s and it goes on until now, and every study shows more or less the same results. That's an interesting question, I think, but actually we don't know the whole answer. It's very clear that if you had the narrative in the general public is that when you increase sweetness, that you will develop a liking for a higher sweetness, or if you decrease sweetness in the diet, that you will develop a liking for lower sweetness levels. But when you look at the actual evidence there, it's not there. So this is still an open question. And if I say to you, would you like to follow a very high sweet diet only composed of sweet foods, you will probably say no. That's probably very boring. If I would ask you, would you like to have a savory diet without any sweet foods, you probably would say, well, no, I want some sweets once in a while. So the actual answer to that question is still not known. I think it's one of the most important questions in the policy and in the science of today, because there's a lot of, you have that general narrative, lower sweetness, then you lower sweetness preference, then you will lower your sugar intake, and then you will gain less weight or you become less obese. That's the common narrative in the general audience, and that's a very powerful narrative. But it breaks down at every step of the reasoning. So I think we need a lot more data that when you expose people to either higher levels or lower levels of sweetness, what will actually happen with the appetitive responses and to energy balance in the diet. And I think we urgently need answer to these questions, otherwise policy makers will make any type of silly policies without good data. And that's the worst thing that we can overcome. Yeah.